Everybody, and welcome to the ATP Finals final today between Daniil Medvedev and Alexander Zverev. We streamed both of the semi-finals yesterday. Daniil Medvedev getting through slightly easier than Sasha Zverev, who obviously defeated the world number one Novak Djokovic. But Sasha Zverev will now face slightly maybe a harder opponent in Daniil Medvedev, who's obviously the defending champion here in the Nitto ATP Finals. So I'm super excited to watch this match live, see what's going to happen. Can one of these two guys is going to get their second title, but which one of these two is it going to be? Obviously, we watched the Djokovic-Zverev match yesterday, full of exciting moments. Zverev winning the first set 7-6, losing the second 6-4 in a single break, and Djokovic looked like he was going to come back, but Zverev coming through with a 6-3 single break third set, which was slightly surprising for some of you Djokovic fans, just because, you know, we thought he'd be able to raise his level one more stage higher in that third set, but it didn't manage to get it done. But Sasha Zverev will now be through to the final, where he will face Daniil Medvedev, who he, of course, faced in the group stage as well. So it'll be an interesting encounter. Of course, we know that was an extremely tight match. For those of you that didn't watch or know the score for that one, it was 7-6 in the third, 8-6 in the tiebreak, and so hopefully we get another match like that tonight. And both of these players definitely deserve to be in the final here today. They both had to work for it. Obviously, Daniil Medvedev getting through Zverev early in the box, so kind of having a slightly tougher box, slightly easier semi-final, but now obviously facing Sasha in the final. Hello everyone that's joining the stream. Welcome. Are you looking forward to this one as much as I am? I hope you are, because I'm really excited to see how this match pans out. What happens? Seed number 2 obviously against the seed number 3. Both of these guys putting a solid performance, and the fan vote saying 53% to Medvedev. We always know when there's a close fan vote, it's going to be a tight match. Obviously, Djokovic slightly the favourite in the fan vote yesterday. So will Zverev beat Medvedev in this match? I'm going to put another poll in the chat right at the beginning of this one to ask you guys who wins between Zverev and Medvedev. Yeah, so go and cast your votes in the poll now. Who is going to win this match? Is it going to be Zverev or is it going to be Medvedev? We've got a bit of time before the players come out, 5 minutes or so, and then we've got about 5 to 6 minute warm up. So we still have some time to talk through exactly what's going to happen. Future One Number 1 says, can you make more videos with Raf? Indeed we can. I think we're planning to do a tiebreak 10 against him relatively soon, so stay tuned for that one. It should be pretty exciting. We've been pretty busy at the moment with we've been trying to do lots of shorts, we've been trying to do all of these live streams, of course, and after this there'll be no more live streams for the rest of the season, and obviously resuming then in the Australian Open next year, or the ATP Cup, depending on what's happening in the calendar first. But yeah, maybe focusing then on a few more long format videos, which you guys seem to enjoy. Shiraya saying Zverev always. Yeah, let me know in the poll. 57% of you currently saying Medvedev with only 7 votes. So I guess as we progress later, that'll get more and more votes, and as you know, we get closer to the end result, we'll get a better picture of who you guys think is going to win. Of course, we are we couldn't get the live subscriber count to work for this stream. I apologize. Next year, for the next calendar year, we will have it working. I promise you guys that. But I can tell you we're on 29,667 subscribers. And 664 subscribers, sorry. And let's try and get to 29,750 in this stream. Our aim was to get to 30,000 by Christmas. It looks like we can get there with your help. So anyone that subscribes during the stream is greatly appreciated, and anyone that's, you know, excuse me, chatting in the comments, I usually drag you up on the screen like this. What is your prediction? Well, my prediction is I think Zverev's going to win this one. I think he's just got that bit of extra firepower. We saw, of course, I'm not sure many of you watched the doubles, but the doubles, Heber and Mahu beat Salisbury and Ram, and they also lost to Salisbury and Ram in the group stage. So it's a bit of a same story here on the men's side. I think ZVEREV's going to get the better of Medvedev in this one. They've both been serving incredibly throughout the whole tournament. But I think it's going to come down to Sasha ZVEREV having that confidence of beating Novak here last night. And he's obviously, I just have that feeling that he's going to cause another slight upset in this one. Gloria saying Medvedev is a very solid player, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, it's going to be very hard for ZVEREV, but I think ZVEREV's going to win. I kind of agree with your point there. I think it's going to be tough, and it's going to be a 3-set battle, I believe. I don't think either of these guys are going to break their or lose their serve particularly easily. Of course, when they last played in the group stage, the only break of serve was ZVEREV's break of serve in the first set, which did cost him. So Medvedev not getting broken at all. So I guess it's going to be all about the serve, all about winning the service games and leading from the front of the set, I guess, and not getting broken, because once you get broken, it's a tough and a long way back against one of these two good players. Of course, we've heard snippets from the players saying that the court's extremely fast this year. Of course, indoor hard's going to be, usually, and you'd assume it to be pretty quick, and that's what those guys have been saying. So I'm assuming that that's why the serve plays such an important role in these matches. It's just because it's so tough to get those extra returns in play, especially against two guys who are like 6'6" or 6'4", which is just an absolutely ridiculous height to be playing at. Looking at the poll in the chat now, 54% saying Medvedev, slightly more 50-50 now. So if you haven't already, go and vote in the live chat. Let me know who wins this one. Be interested to know your thoughts. And Ollie saying, can't wait for this match, but I think ZVEREV's going to be tired from yesterday. That's another point. He obviously played the second match and had a much longer one than Medvedev, but you've got to remember these guys are professional tennis players. They're used to playing 5 sets at the US Open and stuff like that. So a 3-set match, which was 2.5 hours, is definitely going to be physically taxing, but is it going to be, destroying? Is it going to cause ZVEREV the match? I don't think so. I think it's going to be all about the serve and whether he can perform with his serve at the highest level. But if we see any fatigue, we'll know, what the reason is. Antoine saying ZVEREV is about to win. A lot of ZVEREV fans in the chat at the moment. Yesterday we had mostly Djokovic fans, but you guys seeming to be very optimistic for ZVEREV. The poll's going all over the place. It's now 63% to Medvedev. So if you're a ZVEREV fan, if you want ZVEREV to win this one, or you think he's going to win, go and vote in the poll right now. And also drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Of course, the more likes, the better. The more subscribers, the better. And the more it helps out the stream. And of course, the more people can watch and hopefully enjoy the content on the live stream. I think for me, I already said this, but for those of you that are just joining, I think ZVEREV is going to win this one, but I think it's going to be tight. I'm predicting a three set match. ZVEREV has had both first sets against two tough opponents. He's gone to 7-6. So against Djokovic and against Berrettini, against two big servers. So I guess maybe we see a 7-6 tiebreak in the first, and then depending on who wins that one, then it's going to be either a flip of the switch and the other players then going to play better, or it's going to be like a 7-6, 6-4 or 7-6, 7-6. It all depends on this first set, because the first set is so vital in finding a way into this match. Keanu saying this is ZVEREV's last match of the year. He will give it his all. Will use every bit of energy left in him. Exactly. I mean, it's Medvedev's last match. This is the last match of the season. So they're going to leave everything out here on court. They can rest after, and then they can get into some off-season training. So there's going to be no, well, I guess from a kind of from that perspective, of course they're going to leave it all out on court. It's just whether he has a bit of fatigue in him, which could cause him to maybe not be able to give 100% of what he's usually able to give. He maybe still gives all of his effort, but if that effort is maybe capped because he's slightly tired, could cause him against an opponent like Medvedev, who loves to put the ball into the court, make you play an extra ball, could make it pretty difficult. Of course, we saw Djokovic feeling a bit trapped yesterday, going for a lot of drop shots with the way ZVEREV was striking the ball from the back, just not missing any balls, hitting loads of winners. So maybe, Medvedev may resort to that, or Medvedev may just remain, just make the ball and force ZVEREV to make the error like we saw against Casper Ruud. But again, we could have some extremely long rallies if that is the case. We could have some monster rallies on our hands if that is the way that these guys are gonna play, But it would be an exciting one if we had loads of like 30, 40, 50 shot rallies. I would definitely be interested to watch a match like that, if I'm being honest. Zverev walking out on court first, the second of the two semi-finalists, having beaten the world number one, will be going into this match with lots and lots of confidence, of course, and knowing that he's in a good place with his tennis, knowing that he's going to finish the year off as the world number 3, of course, and if he does manage to win, he will be one step closer to the world number 2 position, taking it from Daniil Medvedev. I'm not sure on the points difference, but he maybe closes it. I think he'll be within 1,000 points. So, I mean, all to play for. Now, the reigning champion walking out on court, Daniil Medvedev, who, of course, won last year. Be happy that he's not playing Djokovic, I guess, because he's lost to him in the Paris final. But he knows he's still got a tough battle on his hands. Matt saying, hi, Felix. Happy to be here for the final match of the ATP Tour Finals. I'm happy that you're here too as well. I'm looking forward to streaming this one. Looking forward to seeing who closes it out as the ATP Finals champion, who wins the last match of the season. I was going to say who ends the tour as number 1, but I guess that's not really true. Djokovic already having the world number 1 ranking. What would be cool if one year perhaps this final decided who would become the world number 1. If it was like the number 1 and 2 in the world, and they were really neck and neck on points. I guess if it was like Tsitsipas against Zverev and Djokovic and Medvedev weren't playing, maybe they would. That could be a situation that happens, you know. So the players are now walking out onto the court. We'll do a rough breakdown of both of their statistics now. Let's have a look at exactly what these guys are working with. Alexander Zverev, number 3 in the world. He will not be moving up if he wins, but he will get a step closer to Daniil Medvedev if he does manage to clinch the victory. He's, of course, 24 years old. He's from Germany. He's 6'6", almost 2 meters tall. He plays right-handed. He's 55-14 win-loss record this year. And, of course, these two guys are going to have solid win-loss records because they both had stunning seasons. And he's 18 singles titles, proving why he's a force to be reckoned with. Of course, having won here in the past. Now, on the other side of the net, we have Daniil Medvedev, ranked number 2 in the world. Again, if he wins, he will not go to the number 1 spot, but he will take points away from Djokovic and close the gap. He's 25 years of age, so 1 year older. He looks slightly older than Sasha Zverev. I would have put maybe 4 or 5 years gap between them, but only 1 year. He's from Russia. He's 6'6", exactly the same height. Both standing at the net, towering over the chair umpire, but both taller than, both as tall as one another. His year-to-date win-loss is 54-12 compared to Zverev's 55-14. So I'm willing to argue that that's slightly better than Sasha Zverev's win-loss record. And 13 career titles as opposed to Sasha Zverev's 18. So not quite as many as Zverev. Let's take a look at their head-to-head in the past. So 6-5 to Daniil Medvedev. That just proves how tight this encounter could be. It's going to be an absolute battle between these two, and I think it could be really, really close because, of course, both of these guys, having played in the group stage, went 7-6 in the third. And who wins? Looking at their serving statistics, obviously we saw Zverev against Djokovic serving statistics. Zverev was up 1%. Let's see who's up here. Sasha Zverev, 8% gets him on the first serve. Gets him 2% on the first serve, points won, but very close. And Daniil Medvedev, once again, 2% better on the break points. So overall, it's 8% in Sasha Zverev's favour, but that's not how the match is decided. It's decided by match points. So who wins? Go and vote in the poll right now in the live chat and let me know who wins this match. I'll be excited to see who wins out of that one. So far, it's 60% Medvedev, 40% Zverev. So you guys clearly in favour of Daniil the Russian at the moment, the reigning champion. Looking at Zverev's rise to glory, 2016 he was number 24 in the world. Then he hovered at 4 through 17 and 18. Then went down to 7 through 18 and 19. 8, 19 and 20. And now up to number 3 in the world. And if he's beating players like Djokovic and Medvedev, could the number 1 spot be a possibility for him next year? If he wins this, he will be one step closer to that number 1 in the world spot. We will have to see if he can get there. Looking at his tournament history, he's made 5 appearances here, last year he only made the round robin, but in 2018 he was the champion here in the ATP final. So of course, having that experience at the top level in his matches. He lost in 2.5 hours to Medvedev the first time they played. Now he's going to look for his revenge as he comes through against Djokovic and will play Sasha Zverev, Daniil Medvedev. Karan, at the same time as I said that, saying, let's go Zverev, revenge time. That's exactly what time it is for Sasha Zverev. It is revenge time. Riamandu, just not sure if I butchered that name. Ramundo, there we go. Hello, how you doing? Felix, who do you want to win? It's a tough one because I never really like to give my opinion who I want to win in these matches because I feel like, you know, people will obviously have their own opinions and I don't want to upset different people. I am going to say that I was rooting for Zverev in the Djokovic match because I'm part German. So that side of me wants Sasha Zverev to win. But of course, both of these players, I just want to see a good match between these two. That's exactly kind of what I want. Crazy how the current top 10 is tall. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what you need in tennis. You need a bit of height. You need I reckon the height comes from the reason they're all tall is because the height gives you an advantage on the serve. So I think you could say more that they've all got really, really good serves rather than they're all tall, because that's really the weapon that's putting them in the top of the game. So I guess, you know, I guess if you can just develop a good serve, you're going to do well in tennis, and that's definitely one of the things I've been working on in my game. Just developing a good serve, practicing serves, all of that type of stuff will just allow you to beat some opponents you maybe wouldn't have beaten, just because you can put a bit more pressure on them in ways that they feel uncomfortable dealing with. Can you speak German? I can indeed speak German, but not like amazingly fluently. It's not perfect. And yeah, finishing serving. I'm not sure who won the toss, so we're going to have to see who will be serving. Their last match, of course, in a round robin. Zverev, 5 wins out of their 11 encounters, and Medvedev, 6 wins out of their 11 encounters. Could Zverev tie it up, or is Medvedev going to go too clear? Remains all to be seen in this one. I'm looking forward to really seeing what's going to happen in this one, to be honest. I cannot wait. I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy it just as much as me. Have you ever played Barney Brown? I have not, but I've heard the name somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think he's more my brother's age. So far in the live chat, 65 of you have voted. 63% saying Medvedev. If you haven't voted already, there is a poll in the live chat. Go and take a look. While you're down there, why not subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a like on the stream. Let's go for 100 likes on this stream. We got 100 yesterday. Can we hit 100 today? That would be awesome. I have played Arian, yes. I beat him last time I played against him. Now, we are ready to go. And it looks like Sasha Zverev will be opening up the serving in this match in Turin. Obviously, the first year in Turin here. Slightly different atmosphere, I guess, in the O2 where they played it previously. And slightly unfortunate for people like me who would have wanted to go and watch the match. But instead have to watch it on the TV now. And I guess you guys are joining me in that boat. Medvedev, it will be serving first. Apologies there, but Sasha Zverev going to look for a solid returning game to begin with. Let's see what he can produce. Medvedev to serve first. Here we go, guys. The final of the ATP finals. Medvedev served down the tee. Sasha goes through the middle. Sasha goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes backhand up the line. Sasha goes forehand cross. Misses long. I think they're both going to be just looking to relax on their shots, make a lot of balls in these first opening games, and hopefully, you know, hold. That's going to be their mindset. Hold, hold, hold. Serve down the tee from Medvedev goes wide. He's on the second. He's going to go kick out wide. Zverev goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes backhand through the middle. Zverev with a slice up the line. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand cross. Good depth. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev up the line. Misses wide. Slightly itchy from Zverev there. I guess he's just trying to, you know, be aggressive, play close to the lines, and maybe force an early break. But he knows against. I mean, they both know one another so well at this point. They know that they're going to make it tough for their opponent as Medvedev goes 40 love up off a solid serve. And again, looking to close out their service games pretty quickly. And Medvedev and Djokovic, we saw yesterday, targeting the out wide ball to Zverev's forehand. As Zverev misses another forehand into the net. It's game Medvedev. Solid stuff from both of these guys. And looking at Zverev's first serve placement against Zverev in their opening match, 67% and 63% on the deuce and the outside to Zverev's forehand. His forehand return is by far his weakest shot, so I guess Medvedev's going to be targeting those sides here, and he's going to really have to focus Zverev not to miss any of those points. Looking at Medvedev's serving percentages, when he goes to Zverev's forehand, he's winning 85% of his first serves. And when he goes to the backhand, he's only winning 70%. So a clear difference between that. And we've seen in the first game, he's come out with a clear intention and tried to go to the Zverev forehand on the return. Kick serve from Zverev goes to Medvedev's backhand, goes up the line. Zverev goes back up the line. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes back cross, misses long. We've seen a few cheap errors already from Sasha Zverev. Will we see a repeat of their opening encounter in the group stage where Sasha Zverev gives the early break to Medvedev? Medvedev runs away, gets the first set, and then Sasha tries to fight back and takes it to a third. Perhaps. Not if Sasha can put in some good serves like that. Serve goes down the tee. Medvedev misses the return. And Sasha maintains 100% first serve percentage win rate. Serve has been like magic, they're saying. Sasha Zverev's serve so far in Turin as he hits another big serve down the tee. Medvedev misses once again. He probably won't get as many aces today because of Medvedev's absolute joke return position. The guy standing like literally back here on the court. His serving aces have been so good. Serve out wide. Medvedev can't get there. Another solid serve. Looking at Zverev's ace to double fault ratio, so far the season's been 2.2, so 2 aces for every double fault. And in this Turin tournament, he's 13 aces for every double fault. That is crazy. As Medvedev puts the return deep from the forehand side, Medvedev goes forehand up the line, misses long. As cool as you like from Sasha Zverev on serve. And he makes it 1-1 in the opening set. And flying through these opening games like the match yesterday. And 3 minutes in already, we've played 2 games. Very different to the other matches we saw at the beginning of the tournament, where the first few games were lasting 10, 12 minutes. I guess better for a viewer experience as well. Nobody wants to be sticking around the first games for too long. Sasha Zverev gets a net cord, stuck in the forehand side. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes back cross. Medvedev goes forehand, puts the ball long. Zverev just looking to be patient here. But I think both of these guys are good enough that they give 1 or 2 free points on their service games, but their serve's just gonna keep them in the match. It's essentially how it's gonna go. Medvedev serve goes out wide, misses into the net. 62% of you saying Medvedev is going to win. Slightly more one-sided than the fan vote saying serve out wide. Zverev goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes back cross. Zverev goes up the line. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand cross. Good angle, good depth. Zverev now shorter forehand goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Stuck in that forehand cross rally position. What's going to happen? Zverev putting with good depth. Medvedev missing forehand into the net. 30 love. Maybe a small chance here for Zverev, but let's not get too excited. Let's not get too caught up in these moments, because of course in the match yesterday with Zverev and Djokovic, there were many of these moments, but both of those guys, and of course Medvedev's in that category, are good enough to cancel that out. Goes serve to the forehand. That's usually seen errors, but Sasha makes a return. Goes backhand cross. 40 love, Sasha Zverev. And 2 huge strikes, and he's got 3 break points in the third game of this match. Could he take the lead and open this set right up against Medvedev? Looking like he's really trying to take the match to Medvedev. Medvedev looking like he's trying to rally a bit too much, which is what worked against Casper Ruud, but not working against Sasha Zverev today so far. He's got so much confidence in this guy. Serve out wide. Sasha puts the ball, goes long, 40-15. My TV is quicker than yours. Yeah, I've got a slight delay because I'm watching it on my iPad, and then of course the stream has a slight delay as well, so bear with me with this one. I guess you can watch the TV and then watch my reaction afterwards. Serve down the T from Medvedev, goes in the net. Here we go, he's got to concentrate now. Medvedev goes kick serve down the T, ZVEREV goes backhand through the middle. So Medvedev goes forehand short, Sasha ZVEREV goes backhand up the line, gets a net cord, rolls over! It's a first break for Sasha ZVEREV and tries to mix up the pace and gets a net cord and it just rolls over. And Sasha ZVEREV leads 2-1 with a break. Maybe some of you might be changing your tune down to 59% saying Medvedev. Let's see if Sasha ZVEREV can overtake in the poll. Poll is in the live chat for any of you that are asking. Go and have a little vote. Let me know what you think. Be intrigued to know what you guys are thinking as this match goes on. Of course, after every single break, there's going to be some questions on the other opponent now. He's going to put some pressure both on the server now, Sasha ZVEREV. So he's got to serve it out and serve the rest of the set out. There's still a long way to go, but Medvedev now under the pressure as well because he knows he has to break back. And against the Sasha ZVEREV serve, like I said, 13 aces per double fault. Showing it how well his first serve is firing. 100% win percentage on first serve already. And Medvedev already feeling the pressure with 3 unforced errors compared to Sasha ZVEREV's 1 winner to 2 unforced errors. Interesting match so far. Taking a look back at Sasha and Djokovic's match yesterday. 6 shots average rally length, but a lot of those points either long or short. We didn't really see many of the actual 6 rally points because it was either a long point like 20-30 shots or it was really quick like an ace or an unreturned serve. And that's what we're going to be seeing here. 8 minutes in, already we've seen a break. And what can Sasha ZVEREV do now? Let's see how his mind, is he going to stay strong with the mind and not let Medvedev in. Serve from ZVEREV goes up the tee. Medvedev makes the backhand return up the line. Sasha ZVEREV goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes back behind. ZVEREV goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes backhand cross in the backhand cross position now. ZVEREV goes up the line with the backhand. Medvedev goes through the middle. ZVEREV goes back behind to the Medvedev forehand. He chips it short. ZVEREV on the short forehand. Puts the ball away. Nice structural point there from ZVEREV. Really building it up nice and well. It's a bit of a chess match so far. Just able to get the ball deep enough, go back behind, drop the short ball, change the pace, whatever it is. Usually Djokovic is really good at those types of things, but ZVEREV proving to be the better at it today. Or right now. Serve from ZVEREV goes out wide. Medvedev misses the return. Another solid serve from Sasha ZVEREV. That's what he'd like to see. And again now. Needs to stay calm, stay concentrated. Serve from ZVEREV goes out wide. Medvedev goes back cross. ZVEREV. Got to stay calm here. Goes serve out, or kick serve to Medvedev's backhand, goes through the middle. Sasha ZVEREV goes backhand up the line. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Cross court to cross court now. Good depth from Medvedev. Good defense from ZVEREV. Goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes back cross. Good angle. Goes wide. 40 love ZVEREV. And he just looks like he's making it look easy. He's really making it look easy against Medvedev now. But I have a sneaky feeling that Medvedev's going to raise his level as this match goes on. But is ZVEREV going to get too far ahead that maybe ZVEREV can't come back? Medvedev can't come back. Serve down the tees. An ace from ZVEREV. Solid serving performance so far. 3-1. And with the early break of serve, it just sends a bit of doubt into your opponent's mind. It's 3-1. Medvedev on serve. What's he got in the locker? 10 minutes in, so pretty quick first 4 games. And Keanu saying ZVEREV's coming out strong. Hi Jack, how you doing? Medvedev's on the ropes a bit now. We saw this in their first match. 1 break of serve is all it was. Good serve from ZVEREV. That is outrageous. Good depth from Medvedev, but ZVEREV getting a net cord, goes in. ZVEREV with the backhand cross. Medvedev goes forehand inside out, and they're just back in the cross court rally. Good neutralization from both of these guys. Good depth, and ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. ZVEREV goes backhand cross, Guy's so solid from the back. Forehand to forehand now. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Goes long. That's what Medvedev would have wanted. But again, how many shots does he have to play for Medvedev to win the point? He's going to be thinking to himself, do I want to play 20, 30 shot rallies every single point just to try and win? And that's what causes that bit of doubt. And he's going to start trying to go for the balls too much. Serve down the tee. Zverev makes a return. Medvedev forehand through the middle. Zverev goes inside out. Rocket of a forehand. 15-0. Gives him a bit of space to accelerate on the ball there. Goes inside out. And Zverev's forehand is definitely better than Medvedev's in terms of the ability to hit winners. And we've seen that 3 winners to 2 unforced errors. We saw that yesterday against Djokovic as well. Just so ruthless with the forehand there. Here we go. 15-0. Serve goes out wide. Zverev goes forehand through the middle. Medvedev, good backhand cross from a middle position. Goes forehand inside in. That's too good. Medvedev saying, Zverev, whatever you can do, I can do as well. He hits a forehand winner. His first winner of the match. So maybe all it needs is a few more of those. And Medvedev's going to be feeling a bit more comfortable in this one. But I guess Zverev knowing kind of what he did wrong in the first one, trying to alter that now. As a good return from Medvedev, comes into the net, plays a volley cross, lands on the line. Zverev goes passing shot up the line. That is so good. Zverev on a different level right now. Good defense. Medvedev comes to the net with a high forehand volley. Zverev running, goes forehand, passing shot to the Medvedev backhand volley side. He's 30-all. He's just sending a message to Medvedev. He's going to run for every ball. Serve to the Zverev backhand. Goes forehand to the Zverev backhand side. Puts the ball bang on the line. Medvedev's going to challenge. Ooh, if this is in, it's another break point. But that was an interesting time to challenge there. He kind of maybe knew because he was going to drop it short. But he was right on top of it. He needs to be right here. Ball was in. Oh, back of the line. No way. And it's a break point for Zverev once again. The line umpire being like, yep, I made that call. The ball was so close. Serve goes out wide. Zverev makes the backhand return. Medvedev goes forehand back behind. Zverev's there, goes sliced short. Medvedev goes short forehand inside out. Zverev gets there with the backhand but misses long. It's a good offensive play from Medvedev. Good response there on a challenge that he hadn't even lost the point yet but decided to stop. So showing his mental ability there, just able to regroup pretty quickly. Where can I watch the game? You can watch it on Amazon Prime Video or ESPN, I guess, if you're in America. Serve from Medvedev goes into the net. Still 54% of you guys thinking Medvedev's going to be winning. Serve goes out wide. Zverev goes forehand through the middle. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Good rallying and good patience. Zverev tries to open it up. Hits a forehand up the line. It's called long. Is he gonna? He's looking at his box because they're in line with the baseline. It's a bit cheeky. He's trying to see if that ball maybe dipped in. And it was called long. Well, Hawkeye said it was long, so no controversy there. Medvedev served down the tee. Ooh, it's a let. Would have been a good serve there. But Zverev looking like he's able just to see exactly where the ball's going. Every return is coming back here. Usually Zverev slightly weaker on the forehand side, but like we saw in the opening game. But again to the Zverev forehand, he makes it once again. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand through the middle. Medvedev goes to Zverev forehand, he goes cross. Medvedev switches up the line. Zverev defensive ball goes into the net. Yeah, Medvedev did well to get out of that one. He kind of escaped. And he's 3-2 down still. Can Medvedev find a different gear and try and get a break off Zverev? But I mean, the way Zverev's been serving, it's been slightly crazy. Guy's 6'6". When you got a 6'6" guy, number 3 in the world, serving like he is, you got to have a good return to try and break it. Jack's saying, "Let's go, Medi." Each to their own. I mean, I'm slightly more in favour of Zverev here, but I guess Medvedev. What a guy! I loved his reaction after the US Open. That was he seems like he's like very sarcastic on court, like his demeanor and character, but when he like talks after he like wins stuff, he's actually like no reaction or like weird reaction, but it's usually quite funny. And average rally length on a hard court, Zverev's at 4 shots and Medvedev's at 7, so you can see clearly who's favouring the long grindy rallies. It is Medvedev. But I guess ZVEREV at the moment, looking at the winners to unforced errors ratio, slightly favouring ZVEREV because he doesn't need to play extra shots. He's just hitting he's hitting the winners when he feels like it, which seems to be working for him. We're almost 50-50 now in the chat. Almost 50-50 at who wins. 53% saying Medvedev, 47% saying ZVEREV. It's going to get tighter, especially if ZVEREV keeps this break lead and goes on to win the first set. I'd put it at 50-50 if ZVEREV wins the first set. Maybe slightly in favour of ZVEREV. At the moment, I'm slightly favouring Medvedev to win based on playing ability and experience, but like we saw in their first group encounter, it's so close, and it all comes down to day form and breaks. So, I mean, let's not expect Medvedev to be coming back here. 3-2 ZVEREV. Now on serve. Can he maintain the serving performance? Serve out wide. Medvedev can't make the return. Good serving. It's going to be a tough game for both. It will be. From what it looks like at the moment, ZVEREV's going to run away with this first set. But again, like we saw with Djokovic, the break points come towards the end when the nerves kick in as he's serving for it, maybe. Serve down the tee from ZVEREV. Medvedev missing the return. Again, ZVEREV making these service games look easy. Agree, off-court Med is the best to watch. Yeah, Medvedev's such a funny guy. 30 love. Serve down the tee, ZVEREV missing. Again, 82% first serve percentage. No wonder he's not making many double faults if he only has to hit one second serve every 5 points. ZVEREV. Kick serve goes to Medvedev. Backhand goes through the middle. Medvedev goes now backhand dipping it. ZVEREV runs around, goes inside out forehand. Medvedev goes backhand cross. ZVEREV goes inside in with the forehand. Medvedev goes forehand cross. ZVEREV putting the forehand cross, missing wide. Uncharacteristic unforced errors there. But one of those points that Medvedev makes ZVEREV play. And yeah. I was going to say the scoreboard looked wrong there. It said 40 love for a second to ZVEREV. But changing it to 30-15. I was going to say, how can we have a different scoreboard to the match scoreboard? ZVEREV going serve down the tee. Medvedev putting the ball with good depth. ZVEREV up the line with the backhand. ZVEREV now forehand up the line. Medvedev goes backhand cross. ZVEREV goes slice up the line. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. ZVEREV goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes backhand through the middle. ZVEREV goes inside out, making Medvedev change direction. ZVEREV goes again to the Medvedev backhand, who's hitting the ball so low, letting it really drop. Medvedev runs, goes forehand cross. ZVEREV goes back forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. These are the rallies that Medvedev likes to play. They're still going, but ZVEREV usually wins them. ZVEREV now looking for a winner, goes forehand up the line. Medvedev goes back up the line, misses long. What a point from ZVEREV. Proving why he deserves to keep this break and maintain his lead in this match. Really solid hitting, and it doesn't look like he's going to miss. This is why we saw Djokovic yesterday, after 23 shots, throwing the drop shot. Just because he knows, he didn't have the feeling that ZVEREV was going to break down. Which we're seeing again in this match. When Medvedev's pushing him far, he's not going to break down. Serve goes serve out wide. Medvedev misses the forehand up the line. And it's game Medvedev, game ZVEREV, 4-2 in this opening set. And for me, I think ZVEREV's going to win this one. I don't see Medvedev getting a break here the way that ZVEREV is serving. But again, I didn't see Djokovic finding a break against ZVEREV's serve, but he did in the second set. So we'll have to see exactly what's going to happen. Emmanuel saying, where are you watching the match? I'm watching on Amazon Prime Video. And the points won under 5 shots. ZVEREV 12-1. It's a crazy statistic there. And here we go, 4-2. Medvedev on the second serve goes to the ZVEREV backhand, who goes up the line, misses long. We saw this against Djokovic, missing quite a few returns and getting annoyed and shouting at his box a bit, especially on the forehand side against Novak. And I guess it's going to be interesting to see how ZVEREV's returning is affected by pressure. Because of course, the more pressure there is, the slower your racket head's going to be, the more you're going to kind of pull off and try and go for safety. But I guess that's what these guys have worked out over the years, is just reducing that kind of mechanism to play safe. Really good ball up the line from ZVEREV. Medvedev puts the ball cross and ZVEREV slice into the net. I think we're going to be seeing some more routine holds here. Especially from Medvedev. I know that, he's maybe found a bit of rhythm. He's got rid of the nerves slightly. Found a bit of momentum now on his service games. And a shame that he got broken early, because if you can get 3 or 4 games in the bag, then you're going to be much more confident on the serve, and it's much tougher to get broken. Whereas at the beginning, you haven't really served, you're a bit rustier than at the end of the match at least. Zverev shanks a forehand up the line, misses long, and it's 40-love. And another quick game here in this match. We're already almost 7 games in 21 minutes. So average of about 3 minutes a game, which is roughly, I guess 4 minutes is probably the average time for a game, but pretty quick these first opening games. Serve out wide. Zverev just getting a racket on it. Goes miles long, and Medvedev gets the service hold that he needed. But Zverev 2 service games away from taking the first set and guaranteeing a third, well, making sure that Medvedev has to beat him in 3 sets. If you're going to lose, at least push your opponent to beat you in 3 sets. The fan vote now saying 52% Medvedev. Our poll says 52% Medvedev, so they're aligning now. More and more people voting for Zverev. 322 people have voted. If you haven't voted, go in the live chat and let me know who's going to win. Let's see if we can get to 500 votes before the end of this first set. Let me know who you think is going to take this match. I think more and more people are going to be voting Zverev the closer we get to the end of this first set. And I'll be interested to see how many people begin to vote Zverev if he does win the first set. But again, leaving the opportunity open for a Medvedev breakback and then a tiebreak possibility. I would like to see a tiebreak in this first one, because it would be a good test of these two guys to show how they're feeling nerves-wise and how they're able to deal with the pressure, which maybe gives us an indicator for what's going to happen later on in the match. Yeah, let me know if you've got any questions or comments so far of this match, what you're thinking, what's going on in your heads, and who you're supporting, because both of these guys looking solid on serve, apart from one blip of a service game from Medvedev. I say blip, but it was 3 or 4 solid points from Zverev there, but we're going to have to see what's going to happen next. And again, I mean, just look at the serving percentages for Zverev. Not too great on the second serve win percentage, but he hasn't really had to play many. And that's why he's able to win his service game so easily. Or he's made it look so easy so far, you know. And here we go. Zverev serving at 4-3 in the opening set of this match. Got new balls. So again, even more reason why Zverev should be holding serve here with the new balls. Zverev. Serve goes out wide. It's an ace. Not much Medvedev can do on that one. Zura saying, let's go Zverev. There you go. Another Zverev fan in the chat. I mean, if you can put 2 or 3 aces a game, there's no way Medvedev's going to be able to break. As he misses the first serve. What's he got on the second? Second serve, he goes kick out to the Medvedev backhand, who goes through the middle. Zverev on the forehand cross now. Medvedev steps in, goes forehand cross. Zverev goes back cross. Medvedev goes through the middle. Ooh, puts the ball back of the line. Zverev almost stopped playing, but then Medvedev missed. And a poor unforced error there from Medvedev. Maybe just shocked that Zverev almost stopped, because Zverev kind of hit it and then was like, oh, I have to play. I would think he was expecting a call there. Caleb saying, Zverev in 3 is my prediction. Yeah. I mean, it definitely could be. He's looking like he's on track to win this first set as Medvedev misses another return. Zverev's just serving absolute gold at the moment. And Gloria's saying Zverev's more concentrated. I agree. 75% of serves unreturned at the moment from Zverev. If he can keep this through the whole match, he's definitely going to win. There's no way he gets broken if you're winning 75% of the points before they even start. Just by stats alone, Medvedev can't beat him if you serve that well, unless it's in a tie. Well, unless it's in a tie rig. But Zverev, the first double fault of this match, as I'm talking about how brilliant his serve is. An interesting one. Aiden says, who have you got to win? Again, I'm pretty 50-50. It depends. I'll give that after the first set. I'll say after the first set, because at the moment I have a feeling that Zverev's got the upper hand. Serve to Medvedev, goes slice. Serve with the drive volley, misses long. Ooh, a cheap error there from Zverev. Had the whole court on the drive volley. Should have maybe gone for like a drop shot there. Poll is 49%, 51%. So close. I know. Almost 400 votes now, and it's just getting tighter and tighter. almost 50-50. And that's how I'm feeling at the moment. It almost feels 50-50 in this match. Serve from Zverev goes down the tee, misses just wide. Can he close it out and go 5-3 up and go one game away from this first set? He goes kick to the Medvedev backhand, goes through the middle. Zverev on the forehand goes cross. Medvedev goes back cross. Zverev goes forehand and cross again. Medvedev sticking in the cross court. Who's going to blink first? Who's going to change it up? Still in the cross. Medvedev does go backhand up the forehand up the line. Targeting the Zverev backhand now, goes through the middle. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes back cross. Neither of them looking like they want to pull the trigger here. Both staying consistent. Zverev trying to find the angle on the Medvedev forehand. Opens up the line to the backhand. Medvedev on the slice. Short ball from Zverev. Goes back behind. Gets the game 5-3. Really, really sound tennis from Zverev. Being patient, finding a chance, opening up a bit of an angle on the forehand wide, and going up the line, and then getting a short ball, which he then capitalizes on. Bit of a chess match in that point. He's saying who's taller, Zverev or Medvedev. They're actually both. He's 6'6", and Medvedev is also 6'6". So they're pretty much the same height. Maybe half a centimeter in it, I don't know. Maybe Zverev with the hair. Serve out wide. Medvedev goes forehand through the middle. Good return from Zverev. Medvedev goes forehand up the line, misses in the net. And I guess here the only advantage of if Medvedev can hold is that he'll be serving first in the next set, which does give you a slight advantage, which we're seeing here from Zverev, as it's 5-3 rather than 5-4. Serve out wide. Zverev missing the return. Oh, hits the net tape and goes out, and it's 15-0. Zverev complaining about something in the crowd behind. Maybe saying to sit down, I'm not sure. 15-0. Medvedev looking confident. Still, and that's the main thing. If you can look calm, if you can look confident in your ability, then you're going to feel it as well. Serve down the tee. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand cross again. Medvedev goes forehand through the middle. This set is by no means over. Good depth from Medvedev on the forehand cross. Goes backhand up the line. Switches it up. Djokovic. Zverev goes backhand cross court. Medvedev's up at the net. Zverev goes to the passing shot. Misses in the net. I said Djokovic because it was just the way that Zverev was moving on that backhand side. Sliding into that one. Well, I guess I was watching Djokovic yesterday. It's just in my head. Djokovic, Zverev. It was almost 3 hours that stream. So maybe just having some flashbacks. Serve from Medvedev goes up the tee. Zverev missing the forehand return. Again, that's where Medvedev's getting most of the return errors from Zverev. 40-15, Medvedev now. Medvedev goes with a serve out wide. Zverev goes forehand through the middle. Medvedev goes back behind. Zverev goes with a lunging slice with good depth. Medvedev goes forehand, good angle. Zverev gets a racket on it, but it doesn't go in. Medvedev holds once again. And pushing Zverev to serve it out in this set. Aiden saying, after this I'm going to watch your new video as my massage gun has just arrived. Yes, guys, if you haven't already, we posted a new video about an hour ago of a massage gun from Bob and Brad that I showed you basically the best movements that you can use with the massage gun and how I use it in my recovery. Yeah, so go check that out. We posted it. It's the first. We usually post on Sundays. We didn't post last weekend, but we posted this weekend, and then next weekend, hopefully, we're aiming to tie break 10. So exciting times. And obviously, for those of you that weren't here yesterday, next year we're launching a new series, My Road to My First ATP Point. I'm going to be showing you in a much more kind of documentary vlog style. We haven't really done many vlogs recently, but kind of a vlog style, like stuff like day in the life. What I eat as a tennis player, my tournament experiences, how I prep for tournaments. Thank you, Nicholas, for subscribing. All of that type of stuff. So stay tuned for that and subscribe and turn bell notifications on to be notified when that first video comes out. Maybe towards the end of December or beginning of January, we will launch that season, and I'm super excited to release that to you guys. I've obviously begun working on it, and I'm really looking forward to it. 51% still for Medvedev, and 49% saying Zverev after 418 votes. Really, really close. And Weren't sure what we were going to get in this final, but this is played up to expectations, and ZVEREV now serving for a chance to go 1-0 up in this final and be one step closer to becoming a 2-time champion. ZVEREV. Serve now goes down the tees and ace. If he can serve a few more aces, he's going to be in a good position. Third ace of the match. No aces for Medvedev. Usually I'd say his serve would be firing a bit better than it is. Serve out wide from ZVEREV. Medvedev serve out wide but misses long. And only half an hour in, could this set be nearing its end? Serve from ZVEREV. Goes with the kicker. Medvedev serve and volley on the second serve. Puts the volley to the forehand of Medvedev, who misses. 30 love. A good change up from ZVEREV's second serve and volley. Medvedev standing so far behind the baseline, proving to actually be a good strategy. Maybe he should implement that a bit more. That made it look really easy. Here we go, 30 love. Serve from ZVEREV goes out wide, it's an ace. That's the first set, surely that's the first set for Alexander ZVEREV. 40 love up, only half an hour in. And surely this could be it. 51% now saying Medvedev, more and more of you guys saying ZVEREV. Serve down the tee, Medvedev just about getting there. ZVEREV on the forehand goes cross, puts it long. Doesn't want to get under pressure, doesn't want to choke now. Imagine he chokes from 5-4, 40 love. That'd be funny. Would be funny. I don't think it will happen though, guys. The way ZVEREV serving. ZVEREV. Serve out wide, Medvedev's there, goes forehand up the line, misses long. Opening set for Alexander ZVEREV. There will be a challenge, but I think it will be out. And it looks like the set is out of Daniil Medvedev's reach. Let's have a look. Yes, the ball was long. And it's 1-0, Alexander ZVEREV. And now this is where Daniil Medvedev has to dig deep. Of course, in their group match, it was the opposite. We saw Daniil Medvedev win the first set, then ZVEREV win the second 7-6, and Medvedev win the third 7-6. So all to play for still, of course, proving that the second and third set in the group match were the real battles. And so maybe here we will see a bit more of a battle once Medvedev's kind of warmed up his serve. He wins the service games comfortably. ZVEREV's looking like he's just going to keep ploughing through his service games. So I guess all to play for, and it's going to be interesting to see how Medvedev can respond here at the beginning of the set. He's obviously on serve, so he's going to have the ability to lead from the front here. And what he doesn't want is to get broken early on, because the way ZVEREV's serving, the only way I see Medvedev winning this match is in a tiebreak. That's what I'm thinking. Let's have a look at some of the statistics of both of these guys at half time, maybe 1/3 of the way through or half of the way through. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning, ZVEREV ranked number 3 in the world, 24 years old. He's 6'6", it's the same height as Medvedev, 18 career titles as compared to Medvedev's 13. He's only a year older than ZVEREV, and he's the same height and right-handed. They both got a similar win-loss record, and their head-to-head is 6-5. It was 5-5 going into these championships, and of course, Medvedev with that one win earlier got that win ahead of ZVEREV. So now leads 6-5. Looking at their service statistics from the tournament so far, ZVEREV serving absolute bombs, winning more first serve points and making more first serve points by a big margin, by getting less break points. So who wins? It's 50-50 now on the live chat. So go and vote. Go and cast your opinions. Let me know who wins this one, as it's 50-50 after one set of tennis as ZVEREV takes the lead. I was guessing more people would have thought Medvedev would be slightly more assertive from the beginning. ZVEREV's come out and proposed exactly how he wants to play, or shown exactly his intentions. And now everyone's slightly 50-50 on who's going to take this one. So am I. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to tell you. And it's going to come down to how well these guys can serve in this set. Serve down the tee from Medvedev. ZVEREV good return, gets a net cord. ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand out the line. ZVEREV goes backhand through the middle. Medvedev goes forehand to the ZVEREV forehand who goes cross. Medvedev goes forehand cross again. ZVEREV opens it up the line. Medvedev goes backhand cross. ZVEREV goes backhand up the line. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Forehand to forehand. Good depth from ZVEREV there. Goes backhand down the line. And just misses wide. And they're replaying the point. Why are they replaying it? What? Oh, the umpire made a mistake and now they're replaying the point. Serve out wide. ZVEREV misses the first serve. And I guess ZVEREV's going to be a bit annoyed because that last ball was in. So Medvedev getting a bit lucky at the beginning of this second set. But yeah, I wasn't even sure what was happening there, to be honest. 15-love. Serve goes out wide. ZVEREV misses the return, but the ball was long. We're only 36 minutes in. It feels like a bit longer than that. Goes second serve to the ZVEREV backhand. He goes cross. Medvedev goes backhand up the line. Misses wide. And a good return there from ZVEREV on the backhand, looking to be aggressive and force Medvedev to try and change the direction with the ball and try and maybe add a little bit of pace, which he's been struggling with on this fast surface. Serve from Medvedev goes up the tee, goes long. I mean, Medvedev likes a kind of slow hard court almost. That's where he plays well, or an outdoor hard. We've seen him do well there. Obviously, US Open, some of the clay court, no, the hard court Masters 1000s, all of that stuff. Been doing super well there. 30-15 ZVEREV as Medvedev makes a double fault. I think that was. So 30-15. And he can't let ZVEREV get a chance in this opening service game. Served that out wide goal. Misses off the net tape. It's a second serve here from Medvedev. He's 64%, so he should be fine. But will ZVEREV deliver another crushing blow with the backhand cross? He will put it good depth on the backhand cross. Now he goes slice up the line. Medvedev gets a shorter forehand, goes to the ZVEREV forehand, who goes back through the middle. Medvedev goes backhand, forehand up the line. ZVEREV puts in the slice. That's a cheap point. Goes to the slice in the point and just pulls that ball long. He had not much pressure on him there, and that's a cheap unforced error. He's going to be regretting that he hit. And just look at the amount of winners and unforced errors in this match so far. Medvedev, 10 unforced errors and 1 winner. And ZVEREV at 9 winners and 9 unforced errors. Big difference. Serve cross court. Return cross court from ZVEREV. Approaches the net and hits a backhand cross winner. Really, really sound return on the forehand side. Much better than we saw against Djokovic yesterday. Taking the ball early, putting it across, surprising Medvedev. Gets a short backhand and goes cross. And now Medvedev's in a bit of trouble. As we see the first break point of this second set. Serve goes out wide. Second serve from Daniil Medvedev. And what an opportunity this would be here for ZVEREV if he can get the break early. Second serve goes to ZVEREV backhand, who goes cross. Medvedev goes backhand up the line. Oh, lands on the line there. Forehand cross from Medvedev, misses wide. And ZVEREV gets the first break. And no way. I was expecting more of a battle between these two. But what a first opening game from ZVEREV on the return. And wow. I'm almost speechless that Daniil Medvedev's thrown in a cheap game like that. And now, I don't know what to say. 1 game to love. Could that be the match? Could ZVEREV now just run away with it on serve? Could we see a second break? Looking like it's going to be much more comfortable than I predicted. Of course, maybe having played Medvedev already, thinking to himself that maybe he had to do something different, went to the drawing board, looked at the statistics and found a way, and now that way is coming to fruition. But again, 1 game to love up. All he needs to do is hold serve. Serve down the tee from ZVEREV. Medvedev makes the return. ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Good aggression on that one. Good defensive ball from ZVEREV though. Goes back through the middle. Medvedev goes with a drop shot. ZVEREV's running up there. Goes forehand up the line. Skipped into it and missed long. Should have gone for the drop shot there because Medvedev was too far behind the court to even get anywhere near that one. But he tried to put it deep. Jonty saying hello. How are you doing? Unusual start. Well, not an unusual, but interesting start to this second set with a break straight away. And Medvedev's going to look to pounce and break back again straight away here on the ZVEREV serve. ZVEREV goes serve down the tee. Medvedev misses the return, but it was called a let. ZVEREV looking a bit bewildered, but I'm inclined to judge, to side with the umpire there. Serve down the tee from ZVEREV. Medvedev makes a return. Misses the return. 15-0. 15 all. Zverev's going to have to concentrate really now. He's opening few points on serve, because as soon as you let your opponent in 30 love, 40 love, or 40-15, and they get the points, those points add up over the set, and your opponent's going to win one eventually. So if you can just prevent them from having them in the first place by hitting big serves like that from Zverev, who then goes backhand cross off a really short return from Medvedev. If you can stay 30-15 up, 40-15 up, it's going to be a big advantage for you. And a solid effort from Zverev there, and 2 huge serves, keeping him in this match, and that's what's winning him this match so far, and keeping him ahead. Not just his returning ability today, which has been extremely solid as well, I have to say. Serve from Zverev goes out wide, it's an ace. Air horn for the ace from Zverev there. It's his 5th ace of the match. And he's played, this is his 6th service game. It's almost an ace per service game. Just proving, again, he's so far in this match 5 aces per double fault. His overall record for the tournament is 13 aces per double fault, which is a really, really strong statistic as compared to the 2 aces per double fault he's been serving for the rest of the season. Serve from Zverev goes kick to the Medvedev backhand, who goes up the line. Zverev goes with a slice, pulls it long, 40-30. Looking a bit off balance when he's kind of pushed back and he's having to move back and forwards pretty quickly. That's one thing I have noticed. He moves very well laterally, kind of slowly forwards and backwards, but when he hits a serve, that's when you have to move back and have the ability to recover. And just getting caught off guard on that backhand there and just not being able to control it as well as he'd like to. Zverev now goes serve down the tee. Another ace for Alexander Zverev. And he's 2-love up in this second set. Thank you, Prayas, for subscribing. Thank you to anyone that subscribed during the stream. I can tell you we're on 29,692 subscribers. We're 8 subscribers away from 29,700. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the stream. It means a lot, and we're going to try and aim for 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So you guys can help us get there. If you're enjoying this match, if you're enjoying the coverage of it so far, then it would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. Serve wide from Medvedev. Zverev slapping the return cross. And it's a forehand winner on the return. 15 love. If you can get the break here, it's pretty much over, perhaps. And the chat's still saying 50-50. And 528 votes in. And you guys still, well, the vote's 50-50, showing how perceptually this match was going to be quite tight. But in reality, Zverev looking like he's dominating. We Zverev fans may be right. Good return. Oh, Medvedev slapping that forehand inside out. Maybe letting a bit of aggression out in that one. Rhea saying Zverev is killing it. I totally agree, my man. Zverev is killing it at the moment. But with shots like that, Medvedev may be able to find a way back into this match. He can sneak a break from Zverev. And again, missing a first serve from Medvedev. Saying a bit like this to his box, like I don't know what's happening on my first serve. Kick serve goes to the Medvedev backhand, gets a let. He's only 53% on the first serve, which is interesting. And he's forcing to play a lot more seconds, which he's only winning 50% on. Serve goes backhand to the Medvedev forehand, he goes cross. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Medvedev on the defense. Short forehand from Zverev goes to the Medvedev forehand, which was a mistake because Medvedev had the whole open court. Should have gone inside out there to the Medvedev backhand because he opened up the angle for himself and ultimately paid the price on that one. Just outmaneuvering himself almost. 4 subscribers away from 29,700. Let's see if we can get there. You guys are awesome with the support on these streams so far this year. We're definitely a lot more to come next year because you guys have enjoyed it. As Medvedev, ooh, beautiful backhand cross, great angle, really nice and flat, keeping it low. And a few winners in this game is only, well, I think he's hit 3 winners maybe. 2 winners coming in this one. Serve goes out wide. Zverev makes a return forehand cross, is a let. Quite a few lets in this one so far. Medvedev just looking like he's trying to concentrate on how he's going to break. He's trying to focus on the next game. You can see he's just trying to rush a bit now. Kick serve from Medvedev goes to the backhand of Zverev. Medvedev tries to play the drop shot, goes into the net. And I told you, I said he's trying to rush a bit. The first thing he does is check out on the backhand and try and hit a drop shot. He's trying to get straight away, put the pressure straight back on Zverev. And we hit 29,700 subscribers. I know it's not on the screen, but I've got the live count here on my on my computer. Thank you to everyone that subscribed. And ZVEREV makes an error, and Medvedev wins the game there. Let me see if I can get it up on my phone to show you guys. Let's have a look. A vital lead in ZVEREV's hands once again, like we saw in the first set. Keeping it up and keeping the lead will be something key to ZVEREV's success in this match. And that's exactly what he has to do. Both the defending champs, I thought that Medvedev will win. I thought that it would be much closer than this as well, I have to say. I thought it would be extremely close. But ZVEREV just looking like he's just outmaneuvering Medvedev and maybe using some of the things he didn't do so well in the previous encounter. He's doing slightly better in this one. He's just slightly more consistent, slightly more confident, and slightly more mentally aware of how he needs to be returning, how he needs to be serving. Blossom saying, "Come on, Medvedev. This final never thought to be so straight match. We want a close match. Yeah, we do. We want a tight one. We want a battle between these two, like the first match in the group stage, 7-6, 6-7 in the 6-7, 7-6 in the final two sets. But this one looking like it could be like the Medvedev semi-final, just a break in each set." Lots of people with pieces of paper and saying Medvedev and ZVEREV, come on in the crowd. I've got the comments. Maria saying, "Come on, Sasha." I've got the comments to tell me what you guys are thinking. And now 51% of you saying ZVEREV in the poll. As ZVEREV hits an ace down the tee. Too good. Am I on Insta? Yes, go to Tennis Brothers on Instagram. And we have about almost 40,000 followers now on Instagram. So go follow us on there as well if you haven't already. Thank you, Maria, for subscribing. Serve goes out wide. Medvedev makes a return, but goes short. ZVEREV with a short forehand goes straight at Medvedev, who puts the ball into the net. An opportunity maybe there for Medvedev to get a sneaky passing shot. But ZVEREV again asserting dominance on serve, looking to go 3-1 up in this second set. But just nothing for Medvedev to grapple with. No chances. As ZVEREV puts a serve out wide, Medvedev just chipping the return in. ZVEREV approaches on a slice. Medvedev tries to lob him. ZVEREV goes with a smash. Medvedev gets there. ZVEREV now on the forehand side. Medvedev slaps it up the line, misses long. Just not much he can do, really. ZVEREV just outmaneuvering and outplaying him to the point where Medvedev's forced to try and play crazy lobs and go forehand up the line and do crazy stuff like that. I mean, it's a masterclass on serve, I have to say, from ZVEREV so far. ZVEREV served down the tee. Medvedev makes the return. Really good depth. ZVEREV half volleying. It goes up the line. Medvedev slaps the forehand up the line. Gets a short ball. Jumping forehand goes cross and it's in. 40-15. I mean, you've got nothing to lose at 40 love down. You might as well slap a few forehands and hope they go in. Try and hit a winner like Medvedev's just done. And who knows, maybe you hit 3 crazy winners in a row and you get back into the game, get a break, go on to win the match. And then you know that was the turning point. Thank you, Kieran, for subscribing. Serve out wide. Medvedev makes a return. Sasha changes the pace, goes forehand up the line. Medvedev on the aggressive now goes forehand up the line, really slapping at that ball. Gets a short one, goes with the drop shot. Not good enough. Sasha's going to get there. Goes angle cross. Too good from Sasha ZVEREV. Medvedev not doing enough on the drop shot there. Sasha ZVEREV getting there and able to hit a winner from a position which looked like he was going to lose the point. And really, really solid. Did a good job of getting up to that ball. And goes over the lowest part of the net cross court. Solid. That username not working that you have in the description. It's the same as our YouTube channel, our Instagram account, just Tennis Brothers. Go check it out. Serve goes out wide from Medvedev. It's an ace from Medvedev. Another, well, maybe I think ZVEREV just about got a racket to it. Another unreturned serve there from Medvedev. And again, looking to increase that first serve percentage if he wants to hold these service games and not concede another break. Serve out wide. ZVEREV getting a racket to it. Short forehand from Medvedev. Plays it cross, nice and easy. Flying through these 2 service games, both of these guys. Mihailo, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream again. That was loud, sorry. 30 love. Serve from Medvedev goes up the tee, misses wide. Kick serve from Medvedev goes through the middle. ZVEREV goes backhand. Ooh, pulls it long, 40 love. Pretty quick game here from Medvedev. Puts the pressure straight back on ZVEREV. And only 50 minutes played, and so maybe still even... I mean, 50 minutes is not even the length of the first set between ZVEREV and Djokovic as Medvedev hits an ace. Goes 3-2 and shows that he's still on the tail of ZVEREV. He still is able to play some high-level tennis, and he's still in this match. Let's by no means count him out. 52% of you now saying ZVEREV is going to win with almost 601 votes now. 2 people voted since I started talking. And 51 to 49% now. 51 on the fan vote, still saying Medvedev. But I don't think Medvedev's going to be able to pull it out of the bag. Unless he can get a few really solid points on the ZVEREV serve. Or ZVEREV kind of has a bit of a blip. Which may happen. We saw it against Djokovic. It's going to come towards the end of the set, I think. I think he'll hold this game, then it'll go 4-3. And then it's going to really come crunch time for Medvedev and ZVEREV. And then it's going to really be the defining moment of this match. So if you want to watch any part of the stream, it's going to be at 4-3 ZVEREV. Because that's going to be the key moment in this match. Let's have a look at the subscribers. Oh, we're almost at 29,710 already. You guys are smashing it. Let's see if we can get to 29,750 by the end of the stream. That means we need to get 43 subscribers by the end of the stream. We have 200 people in here. I'm confident that not all of you guys are subscribed. So go down and check if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe. We've got a lot of awesome content coming up. A lot more live streams next year. A lot of YouTube shorts. So if you're into tennis, you're into this type of content, you're into maybe vlogs in the future, which we're going to be doing, then subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it, I promise. And also drop a like while you're down there. Really helps to support the channel, support the live stream, all of that stuff. Anyway, ZVEREV now on serve, goes serve out wide. Medvedev goes forehand cross. ZVEREV goes forehand up the line. Medvedev goes backhand cross in the neutral. ZVEREV approaches up the line. Medvedev passing shot. Could we see a break back? 15 love. I know it's early in this game, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing some big serving from ZVEREV to come, but nevertheless, running forehand cross-court winner. Is that all the little spark that it needs to light up the house here? Serve out wide from ZVEREV goes into the net. 15 love. Maybe a serve and volley here from ZVEREV. I'd go kick it to the backhand side of Daniil, but he's standing quite close up. He's looking like he's going to take it early. Goes kicker. Medvedev goes with a slice through the middle. ZVEREV on the forehand to the Medvedev backhand. He goes up the line. ZVEREV. Oh, soft hands. Plays the volley. Drop volley cross court. Siraj saying, as you can see, it's fixed matches here. Yeah, definitely not fixed matches, but a solid effort by ZVEREV so far. If you can play a few more points like that, he's doing a good job. If he can keep pulling that off, not much Medvedev can do. Serve from ZVEREV goes out wide. Medvedev chipping the return. Short backhand drive volley. Medvedev getting there, but it going long. And ZVEREV doing a good job of playing that ball from underneath the net level, letting it drop, and playing a drive volley cross court. I would have tried to play that a bit higher, maybe waiting to get the topspin. Blossom saying, have to win, Daniil. Willing Daniil Medvedev on. Gloria saying, do you ever watch ZVEREV live? I haven't, but I would like to, maybe next year in Wimbledon. Wimbledon's always the easiest one for us to go watch, obviously, because it's pretty close to where we live. Serve down the tee from ZVEREV. Daniil Medvedev, good return. ZVEREV chipping the ball. Medvedev opens up. Forehand winner to the backhand of ZVEREV. And he's now on 7 winners, 12 unforced errors. He was at one point on 1 winner, 10 unforced errors. So he's finding a bit of rhythm now. He's finding a bit of pace. So even though he's not getting through these games, he's definitely winning a lot more points, and that's going to build up over time. Mr. Teller saying, I hope Medvedev comes back. I hope so too, because we'll see a big match. I want to see a tiebreak in the second set. See if ZVEREV's got the nerves to win a tiebreak to win this championship. At least make him play for it. That's what we want to see. Serve from ZVEREV goes out wide. Medvedev guessing aside, but getting the serve in anyway. Goes straight to the Medvedev forehand side, who's there by shanking the ball. ZVEREV getting a bit lucky on that one. Getting a bit lucky. Wish Yasha could play during Grand Slams. I mean, he's played well during Grand Slams. He got to the US Open final where he lost in 5 to Dominic Thiem. He's lost to Djokovic in 5 sets. I mean, this level is slightly better than he has played, but maybe it's just a sign of things to come. Serve goes out wide to the Medvedev backhand, who goes cross-court. Sasha Zverev goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes back to the Zverev backhand. Short ball goes with the drop shot. Zverev's running. Gets there. Medvedev now on the forehand goes with a passing shot. What a point. Juice. Making Sasha work in this game. Maybe this is a sign of a slight turnaround. A sign of a slight switch up. Maybe you guys need to go and vote for Medvedev now that he's finding a way in. Do you believe him to get back into this one? Mihailo saying want a 3-setter. Blossom saying come on Medvedev once again. Let me know in the chat who you're supporting. Because Medvedev looking like he's maybe finding a bit of form. Which is interesting. Where's Zverev going to go with the first serve here? Needs a big one. Coming up to 1 hour played. Juice. Serve from Zverev goes down the tee. Medvedev chipping the ball super high. Smash from Zverev. Goes straight to the Medvedev forehand. Plops it up high again. Zverev putting the smash. Goes out wide. Games, chance of Zverev there. Advantage. Not really doing much work there. Zverev, Medvedev doing good on the defense, but Zverev making it difficult for him because he has to just try and find something extra special to win these games. Zverev's not giving him anything. Probably saying tiebreaker, I'm guessing. Let's go Zverev has to win again. Caleb, let's go Zverev. Mixed group, serve out wide. Medvedev makes a return. Zverev drive volley, puts the ball away. Game Zverev. 4-2. And Blossom saying, I hope Medvedev can come back. Maybe he won't have the option to if Zverev can just keep serving at this high level. I mean, Medvedev, it's not like he's missing easy chances and having all of the opportunities. He literally does not have a chance if Zverev's serving this well. And just a different level from Zverev at the moment, proving why he maybe deserves to win. And here we go. 4-2. 58 minutes in. Medvedev now under the pressure again. If Zverev can get the break here, it's all over. Serve down the team. Zverev makes a return. Approach from Medvedev. Plays the volley cross. Zverev not going to get that. Good drop shot from Medvedev. Good drop volley. And another winner. Medvedev's really hitting a lot more now. He's 11 for 12. He's hit 10 winners and 1 unforced error. He's totally switched up his tune. It seems to be pushing Zverev slightly more. Serve down the tee goes long. One thing I would like to see is his first serve percentage go up slightly. With a few more, he'll probably get a few more 3 points. Serve out wide. A serve and volley on the second serve. Goes with the drop volley. Zverev gets there. Goes with the passing shot. Gets there and he makes the ball. 15-all. Bit too casual there from Medvedev. And Zverev adding to his collection of 18 winners so far in this match. And for a match that only he's played 16 games, 18 winners is pretty hefty. Medvedev, serve out wide. Ooh, on the line to Ace. Solid serving. Suraj saying this is fixed. I don't think it is. Don't think the ATP Finals final will be fixed, to be honest. Serve down the tee goes into the net from Medvedev. Is he going to go for a bomb second? Oh, he is, but he misses wide. The one time he does, I actually call it. I have a sixth sense for these things. I've watched so many of these matches now. On the live stream. Too good. Opening in the rally on the forehand cross now. Zverev on the backhand goes down the line. Medvedev on the forehand goes cross. Zverev goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand. Goes long. Just trying to overplay a bit. He knows how close he is. Giving a chance to Medvedev. Another unforced error creeping in for Zverev here. Just a bit too over, well, under careful, I guess you could say. Serve from Medvedev goes out wide. Zverev misses the return. Game Medvedev. 4-3. And this is pretty much what we saw in the first set. And now, obviously, Zverev leads 4-3. If he has a chance here to go 5-3 up. Put some serious pressure on Medvedev. And Medvedev will have to win 3 games in a row to keep himself in this set. But of course, if Medvedev can squeeze out a break here, it will go 4-all. And he'll be serving for a chance to go 5-4 up. So how the tables could turn if Medvedev gets a break here. And exactly The next game is crucial. I totally agree. Get a bit of pump. Let's go in the chats. Get some let's goes in the chat. Because this next game could prove to be absolutely vital in the storyline of this match. It's almost 700 votes now. 54% of you saying ZVEREV is going to win. It was originally like 75% Medvedev. And as the match has progressed, more and more ZVEREV votes going in the chat. And I think it shows how more and more people are believing that ZVEREV may actually have what it takes to win this match. I mean, he definitely has what it takes, you know, like level of tennis wise, obviously, but has what it takes on the day to beat a reigning champion like Medvedev. Can Sasha ZVEREV serve this game out to get himself to one game away from the championship? Let's find out. 28 minutes in, 4-3. This is a big service game here for Sasha ZVEREV. Let's see what he can do. ZVEREV, serve out wide. Medvedev just chips the ball in. ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Medvedev can't quite get there. Just no chances, no opportunities for Medvedev to get any sort of foothold in these points. And that's what's seeming so frustrating, but just because he can't get near to ZVEREV in these games. You just can't get near him. I guess it's just frustrating, you know. ZVEREV, serve down the tee. Medvedev makes the ball. ZVEREV goes on the inside in. Medvedev goes forehand cross. Good depth. ZVEREV goes up the line. Medvedev goes back and up the line. ZVEREV on the stretch slices. Medvedev goes now forehand cross. ZVEREV goes back forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. ZVEREV goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes backhand up the line. ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand up the line, looking to approach. No, he stays back. Cross court to cross court on the backhand now. Slice through the middle from ZVEREV. Medvedev opening up to ZVEREV backhand. He's looking tired. He's going to throw in an error here, I reckon. Goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes back forehand cross. Good height and spin over the net. ZVEREV, good angle. Medvedev tries to open it up the line. Misses long. 30 love ZVEREV. Jeez. Who do you want to win? I mean, I think ZVEREV, my German side saying ZVEREV here. 23 shots long that last rally, but I think it's not really about what I want anymore. It's about who I think. I think ZVEREV's looking like he's too strong. He's overpowering Medvedev right now. Looking like Medvedev's kind of on his last legs. He needs to find something quickly. And he needs to find something big. He needs to find it now. Because he's only got 6 more points on the Sasha ZVEREV serve if he's to break back. Serve from ZVEREV goes up the tee. Medvedev makes a return. Bang on the line. Backhand short from ZVEREV. And Medvedev not getting the ball up. 40 love. This game is as good as over on the ZVEREV serve. If he can put one more good ball in to take himself to one game away from winning the title. 40 love. Serve from ZVEREV goes out wide. Is it in? No, bit of buffering on the stream. No way, come on. My iPad is buffering. I think it is. I think it is a second serve. Second serve out wide. Medvedev goes through the middle of the court. Sasha ZVEREV goes cross court. Medvedev goes cross court. Sasha ZVEREV opens it up the line. Misses long. Good play from Medvedev there, from ZVEREV there. Who's German in your family? My dad is German. Father's side. ZVEREV still 40-15. Clear foothold in this game. ZVEREV, serve out wide. Medvedev slapping the ball. And ZVEREV holding. And not much Medvedev can do here. He's 5-3 down in this second set. Cristiano, who's your favourite player? My favourite player is Andy Murray, of course. Got a pretty similar game style. I'm trying to get Andy Murray's physique. Because I think I play a bit like him in terms of the game style. So the game style that I play kind of a bit of an aggressive baseline. A bit more of a muscular type. So, you know, working on this off season of putting on a bit of muscle. But I guess, yeah, I love him and Rafa Nadal, my 2 favourite players, because I love the clay as well. 2 idols. 15 love Medvedev now. Looking to keep it on serve and force ZVEREV to play at least one more game. That's the sign of a true player. If you're able to fight and battle it out every single point and make your opponent just play one extra shot every single time relentlessly. And that's what's gonna make him that's what's gonna maybe give him a chance in this match. If he ever has one. And ZVEREV playing a solid point. Medvedev missing into the net. 15-all. Who's that? Oh, Quadrado. Quadrado in the stadium. Obviously, football player for those of you that don't know. Serve goes out wide. ZVEREV goes through the middle. Medvedev goes backhand up through the middle again. Medvedev goes forehand cross. ZVEREV goes back up the line. Medvedev's out of position. Misses. Could we see a break to win? 30-15 ZVEREV. This is proving to be an important point. Which player has the most skill? It's looking like they both probably have the same level of skill, I'd say. But it's all about day form. And ZVEREV's got the best day form right now. Medvedev. Serve down the tee. ZVEREV blocking the return, goes into the net. Lifeline for Medvedev, maybe. That's you. Serve from Medvedev, goes up the tees, an ace. What better time to find an ace than at 5-3 down. 40-30 Medvedev. He has to give himself one last chance here in this game. Find a way. Serve down the tee. ZVEREV makes a return. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. Slap. Medvedev goes backhand into the net now. Juice. He's almost complaining a little bit. ZVEREV is 2 points away. 2 points away from the championship. It's tough for Medvedev to win, but he can still do it. Of course. Of course he can still do it. There's never a chance where he's not gonna come back. As Medvedev misses the serve long. If he loses this point though, it is championship point for ZVEREV. So needs to stay calm and collected here, does Medvedev. Serve goes out wide, ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Oh, lands on the line. ZVEREV goes cross court, Medvedev goes backhand up the line. ZVEREV goes forehand cross. Medvedev goes forehand cross. ZVEREV goes back through the middle. Oh, good slice from Medvedev. Sasha's in at the net. Tries to go with the passing shot, Medvedev. Goes with the lob. Oh, it's in. Oh, that was an interesting point there. And Sasha playing the lob over a 6'6" Sasha ZVEREV. Medvedev playing the volley. Sasha not doing enough with the... Well, no, so playing to the Sasha volley. Sasha not able to do enough there on that one. Michael saying, come on, Medvedev. Serve down the tee. Sasha makes a return. Medvedev with a short drop shot. ZVEREV's there, goes up the line. Just not good enough from Medvedev. And Sasha staying in this game. Will he see a championship point on the return? Pretty similar. This is reminding me of the Rude Medvedev match with a triple break overall. 2 in the second set. Could Sasha break twice to pull the championship, to win the championship here? Serve from Medvedev goes out wide. Sasha goes through the middle. Medvedev goes forehand up the line. Sasha goes backhand cross. Medvedev goes backhand cross. Backhand up the line from ZVEREV. Forehand to forehand cross now. Medvedev goes good angle. ZVEREV goes forehand up the line. And we saw that type of shot against Djokovic when he was... Well, when was it? He went forehand up the line in a key moment when he had a break point. I think it was in the first set. And ZVEREV looking like he's trying to pull the trigger in this key moment. Whereas I think he'd be better off just playing, making balls, because that's what's been Medvedev has been finding difficult. Serve from Medvedev goes out wide but goes into the net. Advantage goes second serve, goes kicker out wide, really off the court is ZVEREV, but puts the ball long. Game, Medvedev, ZVEREV is going to challenge it. 6-4, 5-4, ZVEREV serving it out. Let's have a look. Ball, yes, was long. And here we go, we're going to go into a game where ZVEREV is going to serve for the championship, and it's crunch time for Daniil Medvedev. If you haven't already, make sure to drop a like on the screen and subscribe if you haven't already. We are 37 subscribers away from 29,750. We're trying to get to 30,000 this year. So any of you that haven't subscribed, be greatly appreciated if you would support the channel. And of course, we don't just do live streams. We do other videos like YouTube shorts, vlogs to come in the future. And check out some of our older videos. I'm sure if you enjoy tennis, you will enjoy some of our content showing our journeys to become tennis pros. So go check out some videos after you've obviously finished watching the live stream, and subscribe while you're down there, and also drop a like on the stream. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. We are 20 likes away. Also, if you guys can do that. But now Zverev going to be serving it out. He will not become the number 2 in the world because he is, of course, still number 3 because Medvedev's had a really solid season. But bringing himself one step closer, and of course, next season, the possibility to become the number 2 in the world if he can do well in the Australian Open and a few tournaments after that. Here we go, 55% of the poll saying Zverev. I was going to change it to is Zverev going to serve it out, but I don't think I'll have time now. Oh, I'm going to change it. Let me end the poll. Come on. No, I don't want to comment an emoji. It's not letting me do another poll, guys. There we go. Will Zverev misses the first serve. Alright, put Will Zverev serve it out, goes serve down the tee. Short backhand, goes cross. Medvedev gets there, puts in a great angle. Zverev goes back and up the line. Medvedev goes there. It's not a passing shot. Zverev on the forehand. Medvedev goes up the line with the forehand, good depth. Zverev gets there. Medvedev with a drop shot, not good enough. Zverev's going to get there, goes forehand cross. Oh, it's called long. Great defense there from Zverev, from Medvedev. What a point. Go and vote in the chat right now. Will Zverev serve it out? 60% of you saying yes, but he's 15 love down in this opening game. Having a look at the Hawkeye, was called long. And Medvedev, it is absolute crunch time. 20 votes, 58% saying yes. Go vote in the live chat right now. And subscribe to comment in the live chat and let me know your thoughts. Can Medvedev come back? Serve goes down the tee. Medvedev chips the ball short. Serve goes forehand inside in. Medvedev gets there. Plays the ball super high. Goes, lands long. Puts his hand on his head. He's like, no. How close was that? If that would have gone in, it would have been total reset of the point. Our chair is saying Medvedev's not coming back. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to. I think Zverev's just too solid on serve, but it all comes down to these next few service points. 15-0. Serve goes down the tee, misses long, missing a few more first serves in this one. He's at 82% overall, but he's missed 2 first serves already in this service game. Is he trusting his second serve enough? He is, goes kicker really slow, 125 kph. Medvedev on the forehand cross. Zverev goes back cross. Thank you to Mike for subscribing. Forehand to forehand cross now. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Oh, threads the needle. Sublime from Zverev. 30-15. And he's trusting his forehand for sure. But really, really solid there. Go vote in the live chat. 76% of you saying Zverev will serve it out. Only 55 votes. Come on, guys. Go and vote. Doesn't cost you anything. Right, here we go. 30-15 to Zverev. Serve goes out wide. Medvedev gets there, but goes up the line. Misses wide. 2 championship points for Sasha Zverev on serve. And surely, this is the championship for Sasha Zverev. Can we do poll? The poll is in the live chat right now. And the chat should be underneath the video if you're watching it on on mobile. Next to it if you're watching on desktop. 40-15. Is Sasha Zverev going to become the champion? Serve down the tee, goes long once again. Trying to target the Medvedev backhand on that. And we've only been playing for 1 hour and 14 minutes. So not a particularly long one so far. But can Zverev pull off a win? Goes serve out wide to Nace. And what a way to do it. Sasha Zverev is the ATP Finals champion for a second year. Not in a row, but he's defeated the reigning champion with 1 break per set. And an extremely solid performance, beating both the number 1 and the number 2 in the world in back-to-back matches. What more can I say? Top draw tennis from Sasha Zverev. A future world number 1. He wins the Olympics, wins the gold medal, beating Djokovic there in the semis. Beats Djokovic here in the semis and becomes the ATP Finals champion. What he just needs, a Grand Slam, and he's completed the trio. He's of course won something Djokovic has never won. He's now won something that Nadal has never won. So doing stuff that the greats can't have done. I mean, he's doing stuff that some of the best players of all time haven't done, and he's won it twice now. So again, putting himself in the lead ahead of Medvedev and other peers his age, Dominic Thiem, ahead of those, and Tsitsipas, or I'm not sure about Dominic Thiem, but putting himself ahead of these guys who are both his kind of peers and his level. Zura saying, yes, baby, Zverev's the best. And V saying, let's go. He also won the Roger never won. Maybe just write that again. I have no clue what you're meaning. Hoping for a Grand Slam soon is the perfect embodiment of what I'm thinking. If Sasha Zverev can get a few Grand Slams under his belt, he will for sure be #1 in the world. Without doubt. He's only 24 years old, so he's got a massive future ahead of him. And of course, a year younger than Medvedev, who's also the champion. And straight on their phones, both of them. Yeah, it's interesting. Of course, both put their watches on for their brand deals. Both straight on their phones. And Zverev throwing the signed tennis balls into the crowd. Imagine you catch one of those. That'd be awesome. Anyway, now. Mr. Tala Nazumi saying, I'm waiting for Wimbledon. I'm waiting for Wimbledon as well. I'm waiting. I'll hopefully be going to Wimbledon. So, I mean, if any of you are going, then you maybe see me there or around. S is short for something. Oh, it's not a thing in the UK. Well, I don't know what it's short for. It's short. STH is short for something. Oh, okay. I mean, makes sense. Roger never won gold in Olympics single. Oh yeah, because he won the Olympic double, but he lost to Murray in the gold medal match. Of course. Got a cap signed from Novak. That is pretty special, but right now you maybe want to have a cap signed by Sasha Zverev. Future world #1 perhaps. I mean, we're 33 subscribers away from 29,750. It's going to be the last time I'm saying it, because the stream's probably going to be over relatively soon. It's not a long one today, and not a late night for me once again. But I've finished the last two, this week's been crazy. I finished pretty much at, I think, most nights about 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the evening. So now it's almost nice to finish at 5:30 here in the UK. Enjoy my evening on a Sunday, so I guess that's something that I'm enjoying a little bit, but I'm happy to kind of sit here and talk to you guys for a little bit at least. But yeah, if any of you that have enjoyed the stream and appreciated some of the stuff, or have just been watching over the entire year and you haven't subscribed yet, would greatly appreciate it. And of course, a lot more to come next year. And if you're a general fan of tennis and you just came across this channel, go check out some of our shorts, some of our long format videos, some of our other live streams, and yeah, there'll be a lot more interesting content to come. Like I said, we're launching a new series at the beginning of 2022, so stay tuned for that and watch this space, I guess, because a lot of exciting things to come, and I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to release this content for you guys, because I know that you guys are going to love it. Zverev has been top 10 since 2017. Can't wait till he finally wins a slam. I think he deserves to win a slam. Obviously, Thiem getting the first slam between those two. Obviously, Thiem being injured at the moment. I love watching Dominic Thiem, but Zverev now capitalizing on the fact that Thiem's not there, and yeah, winning the ATP finals. But yeah, Zverev needs to win a Grand Slam. But with performances like this, beating the #1 and 2 in the world, who is there to stop him realistically from winning a major? I mean, maybe the gate. Thank you, Levent, for subscribing. It's totally different in a 5-set match. Maybe that's where he maybe struggles slightly more. But if you can put in this solid performance, he's got nothing to lose. I've got a ball signed by Murray. Oh, I'm envious. I'm jealous of you. So I need to try and get one to add to my collection. We have a few signed tennis balls actually from a few players, but well, I do at least. They're in the loft. I think we've got like Igor Swiatek, Rublev. A few people. I got my hat signed by Patrick Mouratoglou when I was at the Mouratoglou Tennis Academy. We're also going to be dropping a vlog of the Mouratoglou week. So if you want to know what a week is like at the Patrick Mouratoglou Tennis Academy, how I trained, my experience there, subscribe for that as well. That will be coming out definitely before Christmas. Definitely before Christmas. So subscribe if you're excited for that. We are 4 likes away from 100 likes on the stream. Who's going to be the 100th person to like the stream? I'm not going to end until we get it. So you might as well just like. I mean, we've been sitting here this past week. How many matches have we done? Let me have a look on my computer. How many matches we have actually streamed during the week. because I'd say we've done quite a few, and it'll be good to have a little bit of a break in between before obviously the next year period. And let's just have a quick look at content live. Thank you, Thomas, for subscribing. And here we go. We did the ZVEREV Medvedev, the Djokovic ZVEREV, Medvedev Ruud, that's 3, Djokovic Norrie, Medvedev Sinner, Tsitsipas Rublev 6, and ZVEREV Berrettini. 7 streams in a week. So we've done every single day a stream, and most of those have been pretty late in the evening. So I'm guessing that you guys have been enjoying them, because we've seen to have some pretty good responses, a lot of likes, a lot of new subscribers, which is extremely encouraging to see. I'm very excited. That's the attitude I like to hear. Love to see it. 106 likes. You guys clearly listening to what I'm saying, which is always good, and smashing that like button, which I love to see. Always super motivating for us to just keep making content for you guys, because you clearly enjoy it, and it's good to hear that a lot of you enjoying the content, which really makes it worth it for me and us to do some more videos. Also, if you have any ideas, if you have any video suggestions that you guys want to see particularly, then you can, leave a comment. I try and spend about half an hour to an hour every single day reading the comments on all of our videos. So if you want to just drop a comment on any of the videos of video ideas that you maybe want to see, I think, or you can just write them on the stream here. If there's anything you want to see, before Christmas, particularly about my tennis journey. Of course, a lot of the more kind of day in the life stuff will probably be when I open this kind of new, I guess, genre within the channel, beginning of next year, more kind of vlog style. But I guess I could maybe do a few like pre-Christmas vlogs, just to get a bit of practice in, because I'm going to be doing it for the whole year. But I guess it's also good to have a break before we then go pretty much every week. I'll try and, I think I aim is to do like a shorts every day and try and get one of these videos out every single week. And of course, if I'm able to do more, then of course I will try and do more, because I know how much you guys love the content. What's your exercise routine? Is that, well, I can tell you right now, but if you want me to make a video on it, I'm happy to do so as well. My routine at the moment is usually, or if you're talking about my general training routine, it's about 15 to 16 hours of tennis a week, and about 6 to 10 hours of S&C training, depending on the amount of stuff that I'm doing. We have to see. Can you do like shorts full of tips? Do you mean like tennis tips? Like tips of how to like improve your forehand and stuff? Like you see the other guys do, the people like in, I don't know. So I see some channels that do like how to improve your forehand and stuff. I could do that. I've got a few ideas like how to do your grip. I've seen people do like noughts and crosses with the tennis balls. We're gonna do a few touch points with like guys like Raf, who's my friend. He's also like a top 20 under 18s player, so we can do a few intense touch tennis points. And yeah, I'm sure we can do some tips for you guys, tips and tricks of tennis, and maybe even reintroduce stereotypes for any of you that are long-time watchers or viewers of the channel. You'll know that we were doing some stereotypes maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So maybe we do some shorts where we impersonate different people in tennis, which would be that'll be pretty fun, or pretty interesting at least. But I don't know. I guess you guys have to want to see some stereotypes from me and my brother, I guess, and then we maybe do those. But that's definitely more of a maybe than the tips and the other shorts. I mean, at the moment, our aim is just to be able to post one every day and then increase the volume. Keanu saying the stereotypes were pretty funny. I do agree, they were jokes. They were pretty funny, and I enjoy filming them as well. There were so many funny memories, and I guess maybe what we could do is film it and then maybe do some bloopers, because we've done so many videos now. I guess if we have any funny moments during our videos, you could probably post those as kind of shorts maybe, if we have any funny moments during when we're filming. Ethan's saying bringing the stereotypes back. You guys love the stereotypes, don't you? Do you prefer the player stereotypes or the coach? We did a parent stereotypes. I think we did a coach stereotypes and a player stereotypes. Any of those three are fine, or do you prefer a specific one? I quite enjoy doing the player stereotypes because those are the ones you actually see on a day-to-day basis. Those are quite fun to do. But I guess we'll have to see, you know, whether they get views, because probably not the best idea to put loads of effort into them and they get like 1,000 views. But I guess the shorts I posted just now actually got let me see. You guys seem to, I think I posted it at a good time, but you guys seem to quite like it. If you haven't seen it, it's when I played Luke Johnson, a professional tennis player, and I called it Textbook Tennis Point, and it's got 3,000 views in how long? 3,000 views in 3 hours, which is pretty good. 1,000 views an hour is pretty solid. So if you haven't seen that, go over and check after the stream. Check that out. The shorts have been absolutely popping off recently. Yeah, since we've been doing them, you know, every day, I think you guys have been enjoying them. Lots of likes, lots of subscribers from them as well, which is great. Are AAS drugs allowed in tennis? I'm not sure what you mean by AAS drugs. Let me look it up. Medvedev giving the speech to all of the players. I'm not sure. Let me listen to what he's saying actually. Probably useful if he's saying something. You know, I like this guy. He's funny. Let's have a listen. There we go. Oh, he's finished his speech, and now ZVEREV is gonna come up on stage to collect the anabolic steroids. No, it's not allowed in tennis, of course. And introducing Sasha ZVEREV, having won this title, and what a win for him. He should be super proud of himself. And the 2020-21 Nitto ATP champion walking up to collect his trophy. Coming over. And what a win that was for him. Giving the handshake to all of these guys. And I'm not exactly sure who those guys were, but these guys are, but a solid effort from Sasha ZVEREV to win this tonight. And he lifts the trophy as the year-end world number 3 and a 2-time Nitto ATP champion. And there you go. He lifts the trophy. A well-deserved win. A solid serving performance. And a classic match between these two. Not the one we were expecting or hoping for. A 6-4, 6-4, relatively easy procedure with 2 break points. Or 2 breaks at the beginning of each set. Not as interesting. It would have been better the Djokovic-Medvedev final, but ZVEREV's going to come and have a chat right now and see what he says. They really are going over it with the music, aren't they? Alright, let's have a listen. He's congratulating Medvedev, of course, for winning his first Grand Slam. And saying he's the leader of the generation of kind of 24, 25-year-olds, and he's crazy what he's achieved in the last year. Yeah, he of course Medvedev said that ZVEREV said that Medvedev beat him 5 times in a row, and he's saying thank you for letting him win one back now. He's obviously the only 1 year difference between both of them, and kind of saying that he's thankful to well, he's saying that congratulations to those guys, which is well deserved from Medvedev's point of view, because of course, just because he loses once doesn't mean it disregards his entire season. The guy's won Grand Slams, the guy's won so many Masters, 1,000 titles, and he's kind of leading the way as the world number 2. And the beginning of the year wouldn't have seen that these... Well, I would have seen maybe ZVEREV, but I've always seen ZVEREV as kind of like a slightly below Djokovic's level. But in the last year, we've seen him win the Olympics, and winning this, he's showing us why he deserves to win his first Grand Slam title next year. And I'm saying that Sasha ZVEREV will win his first Grand Slam title next year, I believe. That's just my thoughts. I think he will. He's going to do it eventually. He was so close against Dominic Thiem, and he's going to be able to do it. saying that his brother's with him for 24 years. But he's saying the only person missing is ZVEREV's is dad, and wanting to celebrate the trophy. But I guess yeah, a solid kind of a solid performance from ZVEREV, a solid speech. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this stream and this year's streaming. Feels funny to say, feels weird to say. We started, obviously, just do a quick check. When did we start the live streams? We started at the beginning of the French Open. We decided to start streaming. The first match we ever streamed was Tsitsipas against Medvedev. So Medvedev, we start with the year with Medvedev. We finished the year with Medvedev. And of course now, gone full circle. And next year, we will begin the year with a full year of streaming. But until then, you guys can enjoy our non-live content in the form of the shorts, the vlogs, the videos, all of that type of stuff. And of course, all of your support, smashing the like button, subscribing, all of that type of stuff really helps the channel out. Leaving positive comments really helps motivate me to make more videos for you guys and keep doing what I enjoy doing. And hopefully you guys appreciate the work as well. And yeah, there's not much more to say. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for being so supportive and sticking with me right until the end. And I'll leave you guys on a Sunday evening to relax for the weekend and then get back to grinding on Monday. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you'll join me for the beginning of next year, and we will obviously update you in the community section of our YouTube channel when we will begin streaming and all of that stuff. You can also follow us on Instagram at just Tennis Brothers to see kind of what's going on more of on a day-to-day basis with you know, with Instagram and all that type of stuff. That's also where you can message us if you want to talk to us privately. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time in the next stream next year. Bye bye.